Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my favorites for the month of November. And as per usual every year, I try to film in front of the tree now because we're in a different location. We only have so many places to put the tree, and it just happens to be right in front of the window. So although normally I'm facing in that direction so you can see the back end of my place, which is not a big deal, the light's a little different. So I'm dark on one half and light on the other, but that's okay because Christmas trees are important. And of course I've got the fireplaces going. So I will go over everything here. If I'm wearing it, I will tell you what my favorites are and so on and so forth. I will start with candles though. Yes. I am nervous that this is my favorite. It's a favorite every year since I've had it. It's one of the few candles that I have stopped burning at certain times of the year, like fall, winter is when I'll burn this. I will stop burning it and save it for next year, which is what I've done. This is an old packaging. I don't even know if they have it on their website, but I know they do restock it quite often. It is from Root Candle, and this is the Queen Bee size jar in the Root Legacy in Tobacco Vanilla. And this is all I have left of it. I literally, if I'm lucky, might have one good day's burn. Now, the nice thing about Root candles is it's beeswax, and so it does take a long time to pull out. So these are one of those candles that you enjoy all day long. So make sure you're home, not going anywhere, but because it does take a long time for it to pull out, but because of that, I've been able to hold onto this candle for so long. Oh, it's the little black dress, of candles. It's sexy, it's smoky, it's vanilla, it's perfect. I think I don't know exactly, but some have said that it's very similar to Tom Ford's. There's a cologne that has like vanilla and tobacco. I think it might be the same kind of name, but similar to that scent, and I really do love it. So, and I love scents like bourbon from Elizabeth and Jane, Nirvana bourbon. That's like another sexy kind of smoky fall winter scent. So if you like that kind of thing, I think you'd love that. So check them out. Again, a favorite. This is a favorite of mine this time of year. November for me in wax melts and in candles is a transition. This is where I normally finish off a lot of my pumpkin near the beginning of November, and on to the middle of November and into December I will burn and melt things that have cranberry in it because I do love that tart cranberry. As I've said before, vendor wax as well as Bath & Body Works are just, bigger corporations. They don't do tart, tangy, scented wax. They do sweet, they do gourmand like bakery. They do fruity, they do floral, and bakery and manly scents. But it's very rare you get any or like tangy kind of scent, a tart or tangy, but this is one that every year it's a favorite of mine, and this is Bath & Body Works Frosted Cranberry. And you can tell the packaging is a little bit older. I've had this for a while. I'd like to keep one in my collection to save for the next year, so it'll get me through until I decide to buy another one. So I do have another one from 2019 from fall, and what I've decided to do is I'm going to burn this one, and then I'll do a cranberry woods, and then I'll come back to the other frosted cranberry because by then it should be around Christmas time. I'm not burning as much, just smaller spaces, and I have a total of, not including the ones I've burned, I have 5 left. Not including the ones I've burned, so this doesn't count. So six candles from Bath & Body Works left. That's crazy. Anyway, Candle Day, I would love to go there and probably pick one more up. That one I'd like to probably save for the following year. Just love it. It's a staple for me. I absolutely adore this one. The one thing I will say, first of all, this one's been burning perfectly. Like I said, you need to give it a lot of time to pull out. So it's one of those candles you have to stay home, most of the day, have someone there. But this one has been doing fantastic up to the point I was burning it this morning. And look at where it is right now, folks. We are at about halfway, right? Yeah, so it started getting puny wicks today. So although I have no sooting issues, I haven't had a burn issue, it'll be interesting to see how this does the last half of its life because it's right now at a puny wick stage. It doesn't smell like kerosene, but it's the typical, this is why people ask me like, why don't I buy more candles? I don't want to waste my money. I don't. And I'm not saying candles are wasting my money, but I'm just finding that things like that happen, and so that's why I chop them up or whatever. So That's the frustration. So we'll stick on Bath and Body Works here. This is something that I want you guys to, I've loved this for a long time. I've mentioned it many times. I haven't seen it in a while, but it might come back at the SAS sale in December, which generally starts on Boxing Day or the 26th of December. And they refill the shelves and the tables throughout about a month-long sale period. Some tables are 50% off, some are 75% off. It's a crapshoot. You never know until you go in there. But if you love Sleepy from, now they're not the same at all. This one's definitely a cheaper version. Like you can tell it's a cheaper version. I love Sleepy from Lush, but it's very expensive. So I bought this, I bought two, I have a full one left from an SAS. It is the Marshmallow Body Souffle in Lavender Sugar. This is a very sweet lavender. So it's not like Sleepy, but if you like the effects, like psychosomatic or whatnot, I don't know. But using this, I'm trying to use this one up, and I have another tub I want to use up, and then I'll purchase Sleepy. But if you can find this at the SAS, this is fantastic, and I love putting this on. I use this strictly for after I have a bath. So I have a bath and right before bed, and then I put a little bit of this, and it just, first of all, it moisturizes you, especially at this time of year, being winter. But it smells good and it just really relaxes me. So between the bath and the lotion, I think it just sort of really relaxes me. So quite enjoy that. I'm going to talk about something I talk about every year and I love it. And they make a couple different flavors throughout the year. But right after Canadian Thanksgiving, so around mid-October, late October maybe, Schweppes brings out their Canada Dry in the flavor Cranberry Ginger Ale. I've mentioned it many times. It is one of my favorites. One of these I don't drink pop a lot, so one of these cans will probably last, if I were to open it like at lunchtime, it would last me all day, like all night, or sometimes it's back in the fridge. And I don't mind flat pop at all, so yes, so Cranberry Ginger Ale. Of all the different ginger ale flavors that Schweppes does, this is my absolute favorite. So Costco has it right now. They have like this huge flat for like really cheap. I love it. It's great with vodka, things like that. So you pour it on its own, just saying. Okay, so let's talk about skincare. Now this particular company has their own website, but so far I have tried everything from this company, from going to places like, for me, it's Winners, but it could be HomeSense, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, that kind of thing for the United States. Going into the skincare area, this particular brand I've talked about, I post on my Instagram. Instagram's always not linked, but I always tell you guys what my Instagram account is. But the company is Vitamin C, as in the sea, the ocean, vitaminc.beauty. And this is a serum that I've been using in the morning. This is the Dead Sea Minerals and Vitamin C Complex. It says it's a toning serum that balances all skin types, brightens complexion, and it minimizes dark spots. And it was $9.99 Canadian at Winners. I believe it says on here as compared to $20 Canadian. I think it might be closer to $20 American. This is an American brand. So I've been really enjoying it. What I did is I have this. I want more of my rose serum from Physicians Formula, which apparently sounds like Black Friday on their website. They have 40% off, and on Cyber Monday, the 2nd, they have 50% off. I don't know exactly on what, but that's a good time to get your serum. So if Susan, you're watching this, check out, apparently Physicians Formula has a sale. But I'm really enjoying this. I'm loving it. I'm gonna use it up. I don't know if I'll repurchase it, but I'm really enjoying it because I just love that Rose All Day serum from Physicians Formula. It's probably just, oddly enough, the smell that gets me into it. And I'm like, this is so weird because it's floral. All right, so I have got new shampoo and conditioner, and I've been using, I'm trying to think, I think I purchased this near the beginning of November. So I've had a good chunk of a month to test this out and so on. I've decided to go back to an oldie but goodie, and that's the Moroccan Oil Extra Volume Conditioner and Shampoo. So that's what these ones look like. I have very fine, thin hair, so I don't want anything to weigh it down. So this is stuff I've used to use. I've also used their deep conditioner before for the one that was made for thin or for fine hair. I've also used the oil for fine hair and so on. So the smells amazing and makes my hair so soft. Like So soft, I love it. So this is an oldie but a goodie, but I've really enjoyed it and will continue to use it. Okay, onto the nail polish I have on my nails. It's not a favorite, but this is what I'm just going to show you. Actually, I'm not really a big fan. It's funny because the next one I'm going to show you, I've worn so much in November and just changed it out to this one. And I'm like, this one's like, it's okay. So it kind of reminds me of the Lights Lacquer by Kathleen Lights that she's just brought out. But it's it's a chrome. But it's from the Color Club nail lacquer. And the color is named All Charged Up. It's nice, and I'm just showing you, this is not necessarily a favorite, but I again found this at Winners for $4.99 Canadian. But that's what's on my nails. But my favorite, and I've worn this for the most part of November, and I love it, and the effects I get from this particular nail polish is amazing, because some days it's purple, like in the light it's purple, or it's blue, or it's a rusty red, or you get orange. It's just amazing. It's from the same company, Color Collab. This one was $5.99. I guess they just knew it was such a great product. Of course, I've got nail polish on the lid here, but the color is called We'll Never Be Royals, probably from that song. But I don't know if you can see, like, all those colors I mentioned. It's just literally, it's all the colors of the fall leaves, plus some like plummy purple, blue. It's just absolutely stunning. I love it. And I am finding, regardless of, you know, whether I like this one as much, which I don't, this one's my favorite, it's lasting on my nails a lot longer than normal, like SC or anything like that. And I'm using the same base coat, using the same top coat. So I'm getting at least 1 to 2 days extra for this, which is saying something, because guys, nail polish does not last on my nails regardless. I can't keep it on my nails. All right, so onto my lips. I'll tell you exactly what I've got on my lips. All right, I have lined and partially filled and left the middle of my mouth, my lips, without. But I used Charlotte Tilbury's Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk, and I did get this at Sephora, so there we go. There's that. And then I have, oops, it's rolling around. Then I have the color Pillow Talk in her lipstick, which is amazing. And I believe Sephora has a kit that has a full-size or Pillow Talk lipstick and a full-size lip cheat in Pillow Talk, which is actually a better deal, because it's almost this is maybe $2 more for the set than just buying the lipstick itself. It's amazing. Lise Wattier, a Canadian company. Again, I posted this on my Instagram. I had no idea until I went home that there was a mirror on the back of it. See here? Mirror. It's kind of blinding. But also, I had no idea that light's there. I was just like, are you kidding me? This is so cool. So you can like put it on. So that's why I have topped on my lips right now. And I don't put it directly on my lips because I don't want to change the color of this. I'm so like, yeah, that's me. But I put on my baby finger and sort of pat it on, and there you go. All right, so let's continue on to Lise Wattier, another item from her brand. It's a Canadian company. You should find her at Shoppers. Use your points, you know, if you can, if you have your Shoppers points. But this is her blush, and it's the Stardust Duo Blush Powder Duo. And it says duo, and it's not really a duo. I don't really know why, but it's a really cool. I'm not going to try to blind you here. It's a huge mirror, which is great. And then there was like a little bit of an overspray right in the center that was like a golden color, but it's, you know, it takes one use and it's gone, and it doesn't do anything. But this is what I have on my cheeks, which is hard to see right now because of the sun. Sorry, my nose is running. But just, I love Lise Wattier. One of my other favorite blushes from her was from this time last year. So goes to show. On my eyes, I used both of these on my eyes today. So I'll use a little bit of this and a little bit of that on both my lids and under my eyes to kind of, again, it's not the best color, the best lighting I have right now, but I really love these. And I know the Sephora sale's over, but I know the Black Friday is soon, and I think she's got some sales. I don't know if Huda Beauty will be doing sales on these at all. Ugh. But it's at Christmas time too. Sephora normally sends you, like, if you're a VIB Rouge, you get $30 off of $50 spent in store or online. And so these little palettes, I mean, these two together, I want to say in Canadian dollars, they were like $38 Canadian or so. So if you got that coupon in the mail, say if you're a VIB Rouge, for example, it's like, I think you get 30 off of 50. And if you're a VIB like me, it's 20 off of 50, I think, and then 15 off of 50 for everybody. So great time to stock up. This is just beautiful. There was 3 in her sets, but I didn't really want the light one. I know it's odd because I'm the lightest skin tone, but I could see so many colors I already had in my collection in that one, so I didn't get it. So this is the nude medium. Both of them have a great mirror in them, but here we go. It's hard to see, but yeah. So each palette, no matter what, the light, the medium, or the rich, they have 4 glitter, like not glitter, metallic, and then 5 matte. So the one I will say in this one here, this one's going to be the rich palette. This one right here, this particular shade on the end, I did get some fallout on that one, so there was a bit of fallout. But everything else, like today, I've got that on, I've got this on, I got a little bit of that, and some other stuff on the, you know, I'm loving it. But I have like greenish, like a hazel eyes, like greeny blue eyes, and I just really find that these two complement my eye color very, very well. And lastly, if you can see a little sparkle on my eyes, I can't go without talking about Colorpop. Colorpop has a big sale on right now. It's 30% off for their Black Friday on almost everything almost everything. I think the exception might be like sets, like bundles, which are already on sale. I think there's a whole bunch of sales on right now. But I prefer the pressed powder eyeshadows that come in the different sets, which are lovely. But when it comes to these little potted numbers, this particular one is the color Twitter Pated. And it's a super shock shadow, but it's in the ultra glitter. I prefer the ultra glitter because with that, I don't mind taking my baby finger and tapping it on my eyes. Whereas I find some of the other ones that it's taken me a real long time to figure out how to use them. So this is it here. And I have it in my inner corners, sort of hard to see, inner corners and down the center of my eyes. And I love this, and I always get compliments when I wear this. So I do like a halo, and then I just dab this in the center of my eyelids, and then I put a little bit in the corner, and Bob's your uncle. So again, I do prefer their eyeshadows, and they're pressed, and they're such a good price, even being Canadian. I mean, that's another thing, like Colorpop. Geez, they know how to do it, because you can order, I think in the United States, $30 or more within the US, or sorry, yeah, anything an order over $30 in the US. Within the US, it's free shipping. And international, anywhere in the world that they ship to, if it's international, i.e. Canada, it's $50 or more American spent on their website, and you get free shipping. And like right now they got a huge sale, so if I was in the market to be purchasing eyeshadows, I would, but it's Christmas time for me, so I'm buying for other people. So check them out. Sales on. There's so many sales going on right now, especially for cosmetics. And then of course we've got our candle day, which is on Saturday the 7th of December. So just over a week from the day that I'm filming right now. So I'm excited because I'm going to go in, and hopefully Patricia and I will go. She's not sure if she can make it or not, but I'm hoping to go in there. I've got a list, and I always bring a list. I'm not buying all of them, but what I'd like to do is sniff some of the new things. But again, like that frosted cranberry, I definitely want one in my arsenal for next year. So I call it my arsenal now, not my collection. All right, you guys, thanks for sticking with me. I know this is not necessarily a favorited video to watch. I know that less people watch this, but I'm glad you did. If you stay to the end of this video, maybe do the little fire symbol for the fireplace. That would be awesome. All right, you guys, as always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.